This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning for June 8, 2023, flight attendant held after cocaine valuing US $75,000 found in luggage. A flight attendant was arrested after she was reportedly held at the Sanctuary International Airport in Montego Bay, St. James on Tuesday, attempting to smuggle cocaine. The 47-year-old woman, who reportedly holds dual U.S. Jamaican nationalities, was detained after cocaine valuing US $75,000 was found in her luggage, police said. It was reported that around 12:30 p.m., the woman arrived at the airport and was attempting to board a departing flight to New York. During security procedures, the cocaine, which weighs approximately 1.5 kilograms, was found concealed in her luggage. Operatives assigned to the Jamaica Constabulary Forces Narcotics Division arrested the woman on reasonable suspicion of breaches of the Dangerous Drugs Act. Her identity, the police said, is being withheld pending further investigations. Man who beat a cop, among other offenses, gets a slap on the wrist. A man was given a slap on the wrist in the St. James Parish Court on Wednesday after being charged with various offenses stemming from an incident with his girlfriend, which resulted in the police visiting the couple's home and the defendant biting one of the officers. Jerome Graham, who was represented by attorney-at-law Suin Phillips, was charged with unlawful wounding, malicious destruction of property, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest. According to court documents, on April 12, an altercation ensued between the complainant and the accused at their residence in Barretttown. Graham reportedly removed the electrical cord at the back of the refrigerator, cut up the complainant's slippers as well as her daughter's slippers, and smashed the complainant's bottle of JB rum. The complainant went to the Barretttown police station to file a report, and the accused was later captured and handcuffed by the officers. He was placed in the rear of the service vehicle after reportedly many minutes of rowdy behavior and resisting cops, where he pushed himself up and caused damage to the roof of the service vehicle. While the sergeant was trying to restrain him, he beat him, causing a wound, the police said. During Wednesday's court hearing, the clerk of the court informed the court that the officer and the accused man were open to mediation. The case briefly adjourned to allow the parties to sit with a mediator who was present in the courtroom. When the case was revisited, the court was told that Graham had apologized to the officer and that the matter had been settled peacefully. Based on the mediation agreement, no further evidence was offered against Graham in relation to the unlawful wounding charge. In respect of the remaining charges, he was admonished and discharged. Mr. Graham, because you have shown remorse in the other matters, and bear in mind that you have been in custody for some 2 months, the sentence of the court on all these 3 remaining matters is that you are admonished and discharged. Please behave yourself, Presiding Judge Sasha Marie Smith Ashley said to Graham before allowing him to leave the courtroom. Man wanted for murder in New York arrested at home in Portmore. An alleged drug dealer who is wanted in the United States in connection with a 2002 murder of a rival drug dealer was nabbed early yesterday morning. The 41-year-old fugitive, Kenroy Hardy, otherwise called the Sharky, is to appear in the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court today for an extradition hearing. Hardy reportedly fled the U.S. in 2006 and was in Jamaica operating as a taxi driver. He was captured yesterday during an early morning snap raid carried out by a team from the St. Catharines South Division and the Jamaican Fugitive Apprehension Team at his home in the community of Portsmouth in Portmore, St. Catherine. An investigation by the New York City Police Department alleged that Hardy was part of a drug crew that planned and executed the shooting death of Altari Felton on March 27, 2002 in New York. A warrant for his arrest for murder was issued by the United States District Court of New York last July. Man flees leaving gun and ammunition behind in Portland. One 9mm Ruger pistol with a magazine containing 29 rounds of ammunition was seized during an operation at the Hectors River Main Road in Manchineal, Portland on Wednesday. Reports from the Manchineal police are that about 4:20 p.m., lawmen were conducting an operation in the area when a motorist was signaled to stop. He obeyed but alighted from the vehicle and ran. While running, he reportedly tossed a box before escaping. It was retrieved, searched, and during the search, the firearm and ammunition were found. No one was arrested. Investigations are ongoing. Bunting exonerated by Integrity Commission over gun licenses, Montague cries at bias. The Integrity Commission has added an addendum to its 2017 Special Investigation Report, which concluded that former Minister of National Security Peter Bunting acted improperly in approving the award of gun license to 2 men of questionable character. At the same time, another former Minister of National Security, Robert Montague, who was similarly accused by the Commission, launched a broadside against the oversight body in a statement in the House of Representatives on Wednesday, in which he accused it of being biased against him. In its addendum that was tabled in the Parliament on Wednesday, the Commission has now concluded that Bunting did in fact act in accordance with the recommendations of the Firearm Review Board of the Firearm Licensing Authority. It said Bunting acted in a way that was even more conservative than what was recommended by the board, in that he denied an application for one of the firearms that was approved by the board. The situation unfolded when in August 2017, the Office of the then Contractor General initiated an investigation into allegations concerning acts of impropriety and/or irregularity in the issuance of firearm user license by the FLA to persons of questionable character for the period 2012 to 2018. The period overlapped with the time Bunting served as Security Minister in the People's National Party administration and when Montague served as Minister in the Jamaica Labour Party government. The matter concerning Bunting was tabled in Parliament on March 8, 2022. On May 3 this year, Bunting, the PNP's Shadow Minister for National Security, refused to sign the Commission's Leadership Code of Conduct for parliamentarians, accusing it of impugning his integrity. He accused the Commission of omitting his representations regarding his reliance on recommendations made by the Review Board in his approval of 2 firearm user license applications. While seemingly not offering any new information, the Commission said, based on the foregoing, the DI concludes that Mr. Bunting acted in accordance with the recommendations of the board, or more conservatively, in respect of the referenced applications. The Commission also found that allegations made against the 2 men were not proven in court, and in one instance, the person was not even charged with the alleged crime. Bunting had insisted that elements of his responses were omitted in the Commission's published report. Meanwhile, an incensed Montague read from a prepared statement on the motion of adjournment during Wednesday's sitting of the House, accusing the Commission of bias. In March 2022, Montague was accused by the Commission of granting gun permits to persons with a criminal history. He has consistently denied any wrongdoing, insisting that at all times he acted in accordance with the law. He questioned why the Commission, in the absence of a new investigation, issued an addendum in relation to Bunting following a public statement by Bunting, but has not done so after he similarly issued a statement that was carried in the Sunday edition of the 2 national newspapers. Said Montague, the Integrity Commission would have seen and read that public statement. There was a deafening silence then. There was no review of its report then. But another public statement is made and the Commission tables an addendum. It's like there's one rule for some and another for we country people. According to Montague, this demonstrates bias, malice, and prejudice. This demonstrates that the investigative process of the Integrity Commission is unfair or biased, and shows a lack of even-handedness, as they act differently in certain circumstances, depending on which person is being investigated. He also argued that the addendum is basically a review of the original report. So tell me, how can a judge, having passed a sentence, turn around 1 year later and add to his verdict? Montague argued further that the situation was manifestly unfair. Furthermore, they did not review the whole period but only a section, and then slammed the door shut, stating in the addendum that they will not disturb the rest of the report, he noted. Continuing, he said, My quick read shows that they made the decision on information already in their possession. I provided information to them in my public statement, but I was not good enough to merit a review. This is certainly prejudice, bias, and malice. This treatment can happen to a teacher, a policeman, or a civil servant. Where is the equity, fairness, and accountability? Montague said he feels aggrieved at the development and has asked that the Oversight Committee of Parliament that oversees the Integrity Commission be convened to review and consider whether the Integrity Commission acted fairly and in a principled manner. Opposition leader Mark Golding, who also spoke on the motion of adjournment, lamented that he has seen a trend among government lawmakers to seek to dismantle the powers of the Integrity Commission. He urged the parliamentarians to be careful about the signal they send in their utterances against the Commission. Despite Golding's caution, Justice Minister Delroy Chuck declared that members of the government side had no confidence in the Commission. He accused the Commission of having no integrity. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.